As we were praying, we got cut off. So let's go ahead and finish the prayer and then jump into the book of Hosea chapter 5. As I was saying, Lord, just be with us. Be with us as we read the scriptures. Enlighten us. Help us to have insights we never had about Hosea. And know that, Lord, this is your word. We can depend on your word, but we cannot depend on man, because man will let us down, and you won't. Always let us be prepared to say a good word to other men and women if they're curious about you, Lord. And it says in your word, you're going to tell us what to say if whoever asks or approach, and why we believe in so much who you are. You say this in your mighty name, majestically, Jesus Christ. Amen. Here we go. Chapter 5, Hosea. We're going to be using the NIV today. Hear this, you priests. Pay attention, you Israelites. Listen, O royal house. This judgment is against you. You have been a snare at Mesphah, a net spread out on Tiber. The rebels are deep in slaughter. I will discipline all of them. I know about Ephraim. Israel is not hidden from me. Ephraim, you have now turned to prostitution. Israel is corrupt. Their deeds do not permit them to return to their God. A spirit of prostitution is in their heart. Wow. They do not acknowledge the Lord. Israel's arrogance testifies against them. The Israelites, even Ephraim, stumble in their sin. Judah also stumbles with them. When they go with their flocks and herds to seek the Lord, they will not find him. He has withdrawn himself from them. So you know that saying, once saved, always saved. Well, right here, that saying's not even valid then, because he said the Lord withdrew himself from them. They are unfaithful to the Lord. They give birth to illegitimate children. Illegitimate children. Now, their new moon festivals will devour them in their fields. Sound the trumpet in Gibeah, the horn in Ramah. Raise the battle cry in Beth Aven. Lead on, O Benjamin. Ephraim will be laid waste on the day of reckoning among the tribes of Israel. I proclaim what is certain. Judah's leaders are like those who move boundary stones. I will pour out my wrath on them like flood of water. Ephraim is oppressed, trampled in judgment. Intent on pursuing idols. I am like a moth to Ephraim, like a rock to the people of Judah. When Ephraim saw his sickness, and Judah his sores, then Ephraim turned to Assyria and sent to the great king for help. But he is not able to cure you, not able to heal your sores. For I will be like a lion to Ephraim, like a great lion to Judah. I will tear them to pieces and go away. I will carry them off, and no one to rescue them. So why is God so pissed off at Ephraim? Well, we read earlier, they became like hookers. The spirit of prostitution. That's why God was pissed off at them. And now He's going to make an example. Verse 15. Then I will go back to my place until they admit their guilt, and they will seek my face and their misery, and they will earnestly seek me. And that's it for chapter 5. Let's do chapter 6 as well. I think we can do 6 because it's short. Let's see if we miss anything in 5 first. We'll move on here. No, we already covered everything in 5. Let's go ahead and go on to 6 then. Come on, let us return to the Lord. He has torn us to pieces, but He will heal us. He has injured us, but He will bind up our wounds. After 2 days He will revive us. On the 3rd day He will restore us, that we may live in His presence. Bingo! This is a prophecy of Jesus Christ right here, Yeshua, because He died and rose on the 3rd day. He resurrected on the 3rd day, right? The emphasis is the 3rd day. Number 3. 3 is the emphasis. Resurrection on the 3rd day. Moving on. Let us acknowledge the Lord. Let us press on to acknowledge Him. As surely as the sun rises, He will appear. He will come to us like winter rains, like the spring rains that water the earth. What can I do with you, Ephraim? What can I do with you, Judah? Your love is like the morning mist, like the early dew that disappears. Therefore I will cut you in pieces with my prophets. Oh, wow! We read about lions in the last chapter. God is a lion right now. Now this is interesting, because you know why? Yeshua, Christ, Jesus, is from the tribe of Judah. And now He's lashing out on Judah, His own tribe. That is interesting. Why would He do something like that? Because they went along with Ephraim. Ephraim is the one that rebelled against God at first, and now was able to get Judah to come along with the rebellion. There's 13 tribes of Israel, original tribes of Israel, and 13 apostles as well. So no such thing as a coincidence. These numbers are important to us. God knew what He was doing. Verse 5, I think, or verse 6. Actually, verse 5. We didn't finish 5 yet. Therefore I will cut you in pieces with my prophets. I killed you with the words of my mouth. My judgments flash like lightning upon you. For I desire mercy, not sacrifice, an acknowledgement of God rather than burnt offerings. Like Adam, they have broken the covenant. They were unfaithful to me. There, Gilead, a city of wicked men, stained with footprints of blood, as Murderers lie in ambush for a man. So do the bands of priests. They murder on the road to Shechem, committing shameful crimes. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. And Ephraim is given to prostitution, and Israel is defiled. Also for you, Judah, a harvest is appointed. And that's it for chapter 6. Let's see if I missed anything here before I conclude. As I'm reading you this Bible online, I'm getting harassed by sensations on my nose. I don't know what it is. It must be the devil, but let's not let the devil try to harass us and stop us here. God is able. Okay? You know that. These people didn't understand the depth of their sins, and they did not turn from their idols. They didn't make a change. They thought God's wrath would last only a few days. Little they know, their nation was soon to be taken, invaded. Israel has been invaded. How many times? Well, attempted invasions, and were never successful, but, you know, due to the fact that these Jews failed to do God's will, that's what happens. God answered his people, though, pointing out that their profession of loyalty is like, you know, Mountain Dew or Mist and Dew. Mountain Dew, the soda pop, remember that? I used to drink that Mountain Dew. I don't drink it no more. I can't drink soda pop like I used to. I kind of miss it. But I had to cut down on the sodas. If I have a soda, it's probably once a month. My doctor told me if I keep it up, I'm gonna get diabetes early. So I got scared. I'm like, hell no, I ain't doing sodas no more then. Anyhow, religious rituals can help people understand God and nourish their relationship with Him, but God is not, you know, until you understand the baptism, John the Baptist and the Lord's Supper in the New Testament, which I have a picture of over here in my side of the house. You know, over here we're saints of God. We understand that you know, on this side Jesus Christ rules, Yeshua, and you know, that's what it is. In the book of Hosea, there are things and God is trying to speak to his people even through Moses on Mount Sinai. You look up Exodus 19:20. God wanted to make Israel a blessing and a light to all the nations. Then you got verses like Genesis 12:2 and Isaiah chapter 49:6. God's chosen people obeyed Him and proclaimed to the world. So just because you are Israeli Jews does not make you a, you know, a promised saved prospect, a saved being, human being, saved from the fires and flames of hell itself. That does not make you a saved person just because you are Israeli Jew. We see that right here in these scriptures. So, you know, there's no insurance there, right? The only way to be really insured and being saved is when you come to the conclusion that, like the picture of the Last Supper, Jesus Christ is the centerpiece of all of this, and all his apostles and disciples are around him, which I am a disciple of Jesus Christ. I'm a follower of Yeshua, follower of the cross. That's what makes me. And so when I proclaim to the world I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, I'm a disciple. I'm a disciple. I'm not an apostle. You know the difference? But in the picture of the Last Supper, right here in my living room, okay, you have Yeshua in the middle, in the centerpiece, and then you have all his apostles around him. Apostles are higher ranking than disciples. Apostles are just like Jesus Christ. They can actually raise people from the dead and heal people like Jesus, and even sometimes walk on water, as you've seen Peter do. So, you know, for me as a disciple, I can't walk on water. I wish I could, but I'm not an apostle. I'm a disciple. However, my prayers can actually heal a person. If I put my hand on somebody and pray for them, I'm most likely going to heal them their sickness, whatever they have. And I've done that just praying for people. Okay, random people in my church. So, that's the power of God in me. It's not me, it's God doing that in me. Okay? And the thing is, I think the Lord wants to show the people of Israel that, you know, even though you are not doing what I want you to do, I'm still going to love on you. I'm still going to help you and protect you from enemies, your enemies. You see that, God preserving Israel, protecting Israel from invasions of other armies. And you look at 1979, okay, where Egypt, all the Arab countries, Egypt, Sudan, Syria, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Yemen, they all got together plotting to invade Israel, which they all got together and did. All their armies marched into Israel. Israel, with the help of little David, beat them all back. They prevented the invasion to happen, and they got stomped right there on the borders of Israel. Okay, that was in 1979 that happened, close to my birthday. I don't want to tell you how old I am, but you know, close to my birthday. Anyhow, Yeshua, you know, is trying to help these Israelites still today. We're trying to, even though the Jews are kind of, you know, deceived in their ways, we're still going to pray for them and love on them, because they are still God's chosen people. Okay, we Gentiles, but we are the new Jews. We're gonna ask the Lord